Why is this happening? We fixed this. We totally super frickin' fixed this. Don't get it. All right. Simul input test. Maybe we broke it again in doing our other things. I don't see why that would be true, but maybe. Let's close. We've got too many frickin' windows open. We'll close that one. Oh. Close that one. Can't close the Elite Sub Text Lounge. All right, that's enough. Science and technology. Even if Vulkan is not ideal, isn't it better than OpenGL at the very least? I don't know. Is it? If it is, tell me why. Why is it better? Well, it's happening in the debug build. So weird. All right, well, we're doing the same thing we did last time. We're going to visual interpolation. Go into physically moveds here, and actually we want to break here. All right, so boom. Physically moved has two things. Let's check them. Check them both. They should be going to the same square. Oh, well, let's check the transaction IDs first of all. This one is transaction ID 31. This one, transaction ID 30. Okay. This one has a start time that's greater than 0. This one has a start time that's greater than 0. So they're different transaction IDs. So these guys should see each other. They should see each other. This one claims it already... Okay, never mind. Okay, so these are both going... This one's going to 2.14.7. This one is going to 2.14.7. So they really should detect each other. The first one won't because the other guy hasn't moved. So found is false, that's fine. Ah! We broke it. Okay. Remember when I split that one loop into 2 loops? This test depends on the other guy having moved. You know what I'm saying? We're checking both guys for the target position, but we're not actually moving anybody there like we used to. So we're going to fix that. since this didn't do anything, I'm going to recombine the loops. It might be that we're going to want to re-separate the loops later. We might want to re-separate the loops. If we do that, then this foreign entity occupies square check would also take an array of everyone who's trying to move right now, but not for the purposes of ignoring them, but to see if anyone else is trying to move there. For now, we're just moving people there. All right. Hey, all right. So let me answer. I had fixed it before, but re-broken it. Looking at the other stuff now. Okay. Okay. Now what? Let's go in order. So this one is end put up bug 10.4. Okay, and the endpoint is not considered blocked, very strangely. I don't know why, but let's find out. Okay, so debug builds, start, go to Sokoban, and we'll look for if endpoints. We're going to look here. This can go is going to, oh, sorry. Let's get rid of that one. This can go is going to return true, I assume. Yep. All right, so why does it say true? Let's see. Well, okay, first of all, is the target correct? Looks like it z equals 3, 1. Well, we can actually check that in the editor later if we want. Actually, let's check it now. So this is at 10.13.3. Target 10.13.3, okay. So why can we go there? So we're looking at the position and we're looking also under us. Do we have an ID to ignore for some reason? I don't think so. Nope. It wouldn't be scheduled for destruction. Oh, God. Okay. We have to rewrite this. This is all from the old. This all assumes we're walking around 2D planes. So here's the thing. We have one array called found. And we're putting stuff from our current position and the position below in there. And then we're saying, oh, if this is on level of the mover or whatever. But if you can move vertically like you can in one of these beams, that's no longer a thing. So we're going to have to refactor this in a serious way. Before we do that, let's build a release build, which will take a bit. And we'll just run the test. Maybe the release build will run faster. I want to run the test to make sure that that loop change we didn't really break anything really bad. Because this thing, if we change this, it really could break things really bad. So we want to know we're in a good spot. All right. And again, some of these are supposed to fail. We know that they fail, but most of them will succeed. Yeah, the texture loads are really not that annoying when you're in release build. Happy 5 months. So how did it get to be 5 months already? I don't get it. This one's broken. Early victory is not that bad of a fail. I wonder why that's happening. That was messed up. Am I going to take someone out to dinner when they reach the first year? Probably not. What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object during testing? Well, we have to define that, don't we? Yeah, these are all, this is playing back recordings that were made of valid solutions to the puzzles. And the playback system doesn't deal totally well with timed events yet, so yeah, I need to figure out how to make that more robust without making it so over controlling that that we defeat the purpose of having the test anyway, right? Because like the recording could just control or record the positions of the start and end of every entity move, but then you're not really running the gameplay code if you just play that back, and so it's not a very good test in that case. What are those console outputs? Well, this is just the log. And a lot of these are animation messages. That probably need attention. Anyway. We need to deal with the animation messages in some way because it's so frickin' spammy. The red ones with all the values. Well, okay. If we ever output a string that starts with the word error, then it puts it in red. So that's why some are red. In these cases, I mean, it's all scrolling off, but in these cases, it's animations that are missing. That seems pretty serious because we're trying to play an animation file that doesn't exist. So none of these are really for level gameplay failures, though. We print out a list of all the failed levels at the end, so you'll see that. The ones that output everything. You mean the giant long things? Those are just another similar error message. There are definitely error messages for when weird gameplay stuff happens, but I'm not taking them that seriously right now because I'm gonna very soon rewrite one of the basic things about object movement. And so, you know, there's not really much use fixing that stuff right now. Oh, like this, yeah. Here we're printing out, it's like, hey, this rock was synced to this other thing, and the thing it was synced to stopped moving. Well, it's probably not that important of a bug, which is why I'm ignoring it. It's printing all in red just because we printed out a big data structure at the end of the message.
Telling the truth can be dangerous. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Why? 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 Telling the truth can be dangerous business because if yourself, you don't know why. Huh? Well, I'm just getting in with the ideas. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. If you don't know yourself, then you don't know why. Oh, is that brilliant?
We need more songs.
But we can't say
Because we run out of dangerous business and then we start over now. We have too many levels. We're going to need like 2 or 3 more songs. We could put raining tacos in there. Do 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 and do 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 and do. Can I run it even faster? Maybe. I mean, let's try like 50. Like at some point it doesn't help that much. When we play back timed levels, I think there's some waiting that maybe isn't totally necessary. That was weird. Okay. How many fails have we got? 24. So that's the number that we expect. Sure takes us a long time to find all those. We're gonna go up to 64 for next time. Okay. Now, the reason we did that was that we want to mess with can go, and that's dangerous business. Okay. So here, what does find mobile supporter do? Just lilies. Do do and do 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 do. Okay. Like almost all of this is for B is on level of A checks. Do do and do 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 do. Like this is just, it's all a lot more complicated. Okay. This is all just redundant. Here's what we're going to do. Why is Emacs getting annoyed at me for indentation? Emacs. Emacs. It's just fighting me. Okay. So we're going to tag down here. I think it's just my Emacs indentation mode doesn't like it when we do this. So we're just not going to do that there. Okay. So we don't do found support here. We call out to that other thing for that. Now, we don't check B is on level of A at all because, oh. Okay. Why is it cursor? Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. So let's just get rid of this stuff. I'm missing any B is ons. Does anyone want either of those? Okay. What is even going to happen here? Oh, someone has a song suggestion. Hey, we can't go there. Who knows what else I broke, though. Let's, like, make sure I could play things. I think we need some final countdown by Europe in the song rotation. All right, well, we're just going to run the test, because that was a pretty major change. Because this is the debug build, the test will have a lot of hitches in it. I don't want to get content ID'd. Something like Visual Studio would be better suited. You could only run Visual Studio on Windows. What are you going to do if you're on a different operating system and you want to edit files? It's still running. Do. What about this one? I don't know what this is. Sandstorm. It's got 133 million views. Oh, it's that song? All right. All right, well. Still going. With what frame in background? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. All right, I feel good about that, assuming, well, even if we have to clean something up, this was a good simplification to make. It's just every little step. I'm glad you liked the game. Glad you liked the game. How are we still on Yakety Sax? How is our frame rate only 15? That was weird. Maybe I should make release builds every time I test. It might be substantially slower this way. Why does unplugging headphones crash Twitch streams? Because you're in the year 2018 and nobody knows how to program anymore. That's why. Do and do. Do. Do and do. Telling the truth can be bad news. Well, people try to make drivers with Node.js. I guarantee you people are already doing that. Do.
Telling the truth can be bad news. Telling the truth can be bad news. Telling the truth can be telling the truth can be good news. Telling the truth is a bad idea. Telling the truth is a difficult problem. Telling the truth is a scary. Telling the truth is a scary predicament. Telling the truth is a bitter herb. Telling the truth is a dangerous tunnel. When you get out of that tunnel, it's a bitter black life ahead. Forget herb. I never heard of a hit that had the word herb in it. Telling the truth is a dangerous thing. Dangerous! Telling the truth can be dangerous. What? Dangerous. dangerous. Telling the truth can be dangerous. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Why? Why?
Why?
Why? Telling the truth can be dangerous business because if yourself, you don't know why. Huh? Well, I'm just giving you with the ideas. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. If you don't know yourself, then you don't know why. Oh, is that brilliant? Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Honest and popular don't go hand in hand. If you admit that you can play the accordion, no one will hire you in a rock and roll band. But we can't sing our hearts out. And if we're lucky, we'll have neighbors complain.
All right, I think we've got more fails. A couple of those levels I don't think should have failed. So we'll see if it was timing or if it was logic. The funny thing about the herb part is he's obviously never listened to any reggae, right? So it's good on two levels. Yeah, I think we need to go release build to get a faster frame rate before we run the tests. I'm not sure if this cake is acceptable. This cake may be in unacceptable condition. Yeah, I think we're going to have too many fails. But that's okay, we'll figure it out. It is unfortunately not lemon cake. Batch complete. Oh my God, look at all those fails. 36. So we clearly broke something. We had a fails file. All right, so let's cowabunga. try that one. It's one of mine. What happens here? Oh, oh, this is one of these. Whoa. Dragon didn't die. Dragon is supposed to die. It's that same problem. But that's a new problem. Okay, we're going to have to deal with that. But let's assume that that's a separate problem, because that's on our list for today anyway. Death from above and death from above 2 do not... Actually, is DFA tutorial in there? Yeah. This is the simplest one of these. Okay. So we broke the thing. We broke the thing where the thief kills stuff from above. Let's move this down if we don't need it up here. Yeah. How about found ocean? We don't need that yet either. All right. So we have moved this down. Okay. So is supported probably if our entity is guy and the other entity is a monster, well, let's breakpoint in doing DFA. Return true. So we are not supported. That's good. Maybe kill things in target square. If we're a guy and we can pull, we're going to check for things to kill in. Oh. We're in the wrong. Oh, no, that's right. Z equals 1. Oh, wait, no, what? What? Why are we checking that here? New position, Z equals 1. Well, there just won't be anything in the target square. Okay. So now target entity undoable data dot position. Frickin' thing. Okay, this is right. So one thing was we were checking doing DFA. That's a different call to doing DFA. Is supported. That's the one that we care about. Okay. He is not supported by that monster. Okay. I'm really confused by something. Let's... Okay. So we're going to re-enable... Okay, that's old. We don't care about that one anymore, or that. We're going to re-enable this one. Okay. So this is at 2, and this is at 0. Why are we checking this even though... What? Now I'm real confused. This position... Okay, this is the position where we're going to. We're finding things at that position. So this is the class of things that will hold us up if they're in the same square as us. Okay. And then we go below. So why is the position... Oh, geez. Okay. Here, when we ask if we can go... We're passing the wrong thing. We're passing... No? Oh, because we're falling. Right, we're falling downwards. So we're asking if we can go into the position below the one where we are. Okay, this is weird. Like everybody calls this can go check, right? But in this case, we don't care if we're supported because we are falling. And so all this ocean stuff, okay. Okay, I think we just say the following thing. Is this gonna fucking hose me? Just... Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, my mouse is running out of... That seems very bad. I don't know what this bug is. It's a new one. You have to look for it sometime. Well, so why don't we ever kill the guy in the target square? Or, okay. Let's see. Let's see if this guy stops falling. Disable this for now. He does stop falling. Because he can't go. For some reason. Probably new position is z equals 0. Yeah. So the guy doesn't kill the monster correctly. Because he doesn't kill the monster correctly, he can't enter the square where the monster is. So why did we break that? Why is this? Okay. Really? Where's the thing where we kill the monster? We were just looking at it. Oh, it called is supported. Well, okay. So we're just going to go set our breakpoint again in doing DFA. And let's see who all calls that. So update falling entity. What was it called? We literally were looking in this function. Maybe I deleted it accidentally. Wait, what? This must be really old. Oh, this is really old. It's not in our buffer. Oh my God. All right. I don't know what to do. At what point do you shift a greater focus to paying down tech debt and addressing the robustness and optimization notes you left for yourself? I realize this happens on a semi-regular basis, but I'm curious at what point it becomes mandatory to devote a majority of development time to this. It's very rare that it's a majority of development time. That only really happens if you need to rewrite a whole big system or something, which happens sometimes. But no, usually it's small things that need to get cleaned up. This is bothering me. I feel like I deleted a whole thing or something. Is it in falling? Maybe kill things in target square. That's what it was. Well, it's right there. Okay. So new position 2, there's nobody there. 1, there's nobody there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. So when we get to 0, we can't go. We can't go. So why don't we do this? And then we do the can go. Now it works. All right. This one probably works. Okay, so what else? That's not going to fix everything on our fails, but that fixes that, that. Yeah, well, this one works. That, okay, we've removed 3, so 33. Carry. All right, let's see what that is. It's weird. Let's see. Nope. All right, let's slow it down. Let's try and see if we can spot what's not working. Fighter goes. Thief's pulling a block. Sort of changed my mind about what I was doing. Boom. Wait, what? This doesn't make sense. Let me try root. Makes sense so far. See, it's like that block ended up in the wrong square. All right, well. Oh, wait, weird. Okay, I see what's wrong. I see what's wrong. So when I'm here, see, she blocked herself from entering the warrior's square. She should be standing on his head right now. But something about that transaction stuff that we did made that not happen. It's pretty weird because it should be the same transaction. All right, well, we have something to debug. So we're gonna go there. And we're going to go back to visual interpolation. We're going to look for this. This is what happens when we find somebody in the square that we're trying to go to. Debug build, fresh. All right. We don't need that one anymore. Let's just set this up. Okay. So why? Why? Physically moved has 2 items. They should, in theory, be the same transaction. Oh. I realized that thing that we did with the bard to make the things go in separate transactions if they're in an endpoint beam, that could happen. That basic situation could happen with pushing and pulling also, and we're going to have to handle those. But I don't want to rat hole on that while we're investigating this. So, okay, we've got 2 things that physically moved. This one, visual interpolation, transaction ID is 4. This one, transaction ID is 4. Okay. Well, why did we find something? Telling the truth can be bad news. Oh, or is our start time off? Hold on. That's always was the problem before. Start time 3. Start time 3. Nope. Well, we'll set a breakpoint down here. Okay, what is this? It's a linear move, but it's -1. From the origin to the origin. Okay, well, actually, set our breakpoint here. Yeah, so what is this? It's somebody who's not moving, who thinks they're not moving. Is this like a sound effect or something bad like that? Other. It's got a mesh. It's the warrior. That's very strange. So the warrior's position is 352. Target position is probably 352. Why is our target position 352? Why isn't it 353? We're going from 363 to 352. We're going like totally diagonal. That is not good. All right. Three, 6, 3 to 3, 5, 2. That happens every time. I just can't walk on this guy's shoulders at all. So let's just make it simple. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Well, let's just go to add visual interpolation. Like if it's that easy to make it happen. Okay. Old position, 363. New position, 353. Okay. I have no idea. Let's set a condition here. For z is less, new position.z is less than 3. I don't know, we're adding so many visual interpolations, but I think for like idle motions and stuff, we do that. Okay, so let me disable this for a second. We're just going to reset so that we know totally what's going on. That's weird, but then if we look here, does somebody change it? Let's find out. Come on, bro. Okay. So we're going to take the address, physical end z. We'll data breakpoint that. Whoa. Ha. Ha ha ha. Okay, here's what happened. We had that whole mobile supporter thing. Okay, I can tell you exactly what happened. So we had this thing called find mobile supporter, right? And it only looks for lily pads. Lily pads are flat entities that fill the bottom of the square where they are. And so we have this hack, because I haven't rewritten the movement system yet, that if we're moving onto something, then update every frame where we are going. Because, you know, it might be moving and we're just helping out the player by like walking onto it. Later, this will be handled more robustly and stuff. But anyway, so we do that. Actually, maybe in the end, it won't be that different. We do that. We move onto the thing. Now, when I factored that isSupported function, I didn't call isMobileSupporter. I called something else that is probably more consistent anyway, and that would return true for other kinds of things that you can ride on that take up volume, like other people or rovers, which are the little robots that move around or whatever. So all of those things would then get this handling and help you walk on them. The problem is they assume, so the problem is if it's a thing that takes up volume and you're walking onto it, its position will be one below yours. And we're assuming it's not. We're assuming the position is at the same z as yours here. So here's what we have to do. It's a very small change. We say if is flat other than this, else it's one above. That was the problem. Do do and do 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 and do 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 do. Telling the truth can be bad news. Let me revert the changes to this level, or that test isn't going to pass. Oh my God, look at all these unversioned items. What the hell? We'll do that in a minute. Unversioned items. Okay, so we are gonna, particle level. I'm thinking of all sorts of things to do. Okay, we're gonna just revert these, and we could test that level on its own. Come on, revert them. I've got like Call of Duty downloading in the background, by the way. How's that going? Oh, I guess it's done. Dude, they have a little time zone thing moving that shows when you can play. Almost the whole world can play, but not me. I'm over here. I don't know if we're going to play tonight anyway. Maybe we will. I want to program. I got some things to do. Okay, test. There we go. We succeeded. So that by itself, not being able to walk on people or other things, would mess up a lot of levels. So let's run the test while I heat up some tea. Any questions about what's going on? Yes, it lists at the end which levels failed. Okay, so we're aiming for just 24. If more than 24 failed, then we have more stuff to do. So someone was talking about technical debt. The routines we're editing right here are not exactly technical debt because it's not like they're solving. I mean, they are basically debt of some form where we were figuring out what the gameplay code should be, and now we need a much simpler version of what we have, or a substantially simpler version of what we have. So I guess you could call that technical debt. It's not really technical totally. So, I don't know. Actually, you know, so I keep forgetting, but the x64 backend also has debug info now. I forgot that, but it does. Um, uh, it's probably not as thorough as the LLVM backend debug info, but it has it. We used that on yesterday's stream when we fixed that compiler bug. Is Sokoban inspired from Legos? Not really. I see how you could say that because, so the character design is designed such that the characters mostly fill a square because characters can't walk past each other, right? And if they were tall and thin, it would look like they should be able to walk past each other. So that's why they're kind of squat like that. It's not really Lego inspired. It comes from a different place, but I see what you're talking about. Yeah, the x64 backend is the in-house one, yes. Yeah, you can watch. I haven't put it on YouTube yet, but I will put on YouTube the thing we did last night when I fixed a serious compiler bug in an hour and it worked the first time. It was great. And we used the x64 debug info to do it, I think, if I remember correctly. Okay. I am going to set up my, it might be too late at night to do the serious tea situation. I'm going to have to show you guys the serious tea situation sometime, but we're not going to, it's too late for massive doses of caffeine. How many people are working on the game language and environments, tools, editors, tools that they use? I saw that question and I ignored it kind of the first time because I don't like this fetishism about environments, editors, or tools. People just use whatever they want. It's not a big deal. There are 4 people working on the game in language right now. Is there a description of this project? There isn't really. It's an unannounced game that I've been working on. Oh, something failed there. Where are we in the music? There we go. What a good question. What a good time to have the question.
Telling the truth is a bad idea. Telling the truth is a difficult ground. Telling the truth is a scary. Telling the truth is a scary predicament. Telling the truth is a bitter herb. Telling the truth is a dangerous tunnel. When you get out of that tunnel, it's a bitter herb like a head. Forget herb. I never heard of a hit that had the word herb. Telling the truth is a dangerous thing. Dangerous! Telling the truth can be dangerous. What? Danger. Telling the truth can be dangerous.
Did Sausage Roll make me want to do a turn-based game? No, the inspiration for this was a very clear, specific one, and it's different from Sausage Roll, although Sausage Roll is a very good game.
Telling the truth can be dangerous.
Do I feel like this is a smaller project than the Witness? Yes, it is substantially smaller.
I'm just giving you a little
Just because the design is a lot easier. It's not. Witness was hard, man. Witness was really hard.
Oh, is that brilliant? Telling the truth can be dangerous business.
Do I ever watch Stephen Wolfram streams? Nope. No idea what he does.
If you admit that you can play the accordion, no one will hire you in a rock and roll band. But we can't
Sing our hearts out. What happened to the song? Oh. I defocused the window to read about pizza that I don't have. That's a shame. I do not have pizza anymore, it's true. I don't want to order pizza 2 nights in a row. We got to be getting close to the end. Telling the truth can be bad news. Well, let's go to our fails file and get ready to paste this in. So we were probably down to at least 32, but maybe even less. I'm looking for an email. Oh, I almost oversteeped my tea. In fact, it might be oversteeped. Oversteeping English breakfast is bad news. 24 failed. That is where we wanted to be. I also had a good idea today for Heroes 322. All right. So let's do a few things. Let's check this in. And let's delete the unversioned items. So these worry me a little bit. So these are things that are not in source control, but that I may see in my own files. And then data PC is probably not just checked in at all, and that's fine. Okay. So let's try running now. Then I want to do some quick stuff on the particles level, for example. So if you've seen the particle streams, you know here we have this situation. And this situation has some floor tiles that help us see the particles on something besides the black background. And the thing is, these floor tiles, it's starting to get to be a lot of them. So I'm just going to like make one and scale it by like 8 or maybe not that much. 3. Just so we don't have so many, you know. So I'm going to go here and select everything by this mesh, deselect that guy, delete all those. Can I see the group handles? We probably want a better ground mesh, but anyway, this will reduce by a factor of 9 how many dumb entities we have in here just to make a visible floor. That's all I wanted to do. Okay. Way better, probably. I mean, it is annoying to... All right, so we'll select all of these. We'll say they're not snapped to the grid for now, and we'll put them at a slightly lower Z. I mean, if we're going to do that, we almost might as well just make them bigger. Screw it. Do it again. Delete them all. We're going to go to frickin' 8. Because the thing is, let's snap it to grid right now. The thing is, we may want a lot of stuff. And we just don't want to be storing a lot of extra entities. You know what I'm saying? So now we've got tons more floor space. Put the camera like here. Oh, we got to... now we don't snap these, and we move them so as we could see the group handles well. All right. And then we'll set the camera a little more back. That was a little sloppy. All right, great. So, boom. Could you have a single tile for the entire floor but make the text repeat more? You could. You wouldn't do that in this editor, though, because it's not really a mesh editor. But if somebody made a different floor with a repeating texture, we absolutely could have it just be one entity or a small number. Are we making the puzzles so that they allow multiple solutions? Sometimes. You noticed one level took 2 tries to complete. Yeah, there are undos in the replay and all that because we want to test the undo system. Did those 24 levels run correctly in the past? No. There are 24 known failing levels. And they are these ones that we already had in this file. This one is not really done. These 3 is a gameplay bug, are a gameplay bug. And then these ones are probably mostly timing problems, which we have to figure out how to make the replay system do that better. But there may be other gameplay bugs in these ones as well. Anyway. Okay, what next? Well, we were working on the gameplay bugs. Let's go back there. This is always your fun, wacky materials page. I don't know what they were doing there, like twisty torso, man. Wah, 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 wah. Telling the truth is a difficult problem. Okay. Whoops. So this one we fixed. You can't go. That's good. This one may still be broken. Let's see. This is fire step-off test. We got to fix that. Why didn't that break that other level? All right. Fire step-off test. Okay, what do we want to do? Well, let's just see if I open the editor. Oh, wait. So if we open the editor, this character is here. But is not really falling. And an upward interpolation gets added. That's really weird. Really weird. Okay, so certainly what's happening is the characters have a special, let's make a debug build. The characters have a special visual interpolation function that has acceleration based on velocity. And it's like not accelerating correctly. So update guy position. We were already at the right routine. So here, whoops, we don't want to break yet. All right, so now, where's update guy position? So we're not going to put a breakpoint here yet, but sometime when this dude's floating up, now we break in update guy position. And let's look at the interp. Guy entity visual position. 12.58. Yeah, okay. That's too much. The interpolation is he's just trying to walk south. So he didn't quite get close enough to that square. Oh, but he physically moved. So this is weird. Okay, he's not yet in his target square. But the velocity is upward for some reason. So let's see if something is making that worse or if it was some initial condition that got set wrong. So we're never going to decelerate. That's going to be... Oh, really? Wait, what? Oh, but then it's false because he's falling. Okay. So you don't slow down. That's fine. Our desired velocity definitely has a negative z. So this was 4.7. Wait, what? Okay. Weird debugger thing. All right, so 4.76, this should get lower. 4.3. Okay. If we're falling, though, it's this thing is goofing us up, I think. Why would we ever be falling upward in this game? This game doesn't have anti-gravity. Telling the truth can be bad news. So really, instead of checking this, I mean, I think we just, I don't understand what the intent of that was, but the code may have been very old. I think we just force him to go down. This is still not necessarily the most robust thing, but okay, well now he just goes through the ground the other way. Why? I don't know, man. Oh. It's not what I meant to do. Unable to parse. Oh. Keep going back and forth between C++ debugger and not. So we have to, there's definitely some more stuff we got to work on, but this level doesn't have a test. Oops. Okay. Well, you know what time it is. I mean, that's major enough that we just have to test it with everything. Release the Kraken. This really makes me a little nervous. It's not very robust, obviously, but you know, again, it's part of what's going to get rewritten soon. So it is what it is. What about the double beam through a vertical mirror? That'd move you upward. Actually, it wouldn't. So double beam doesn't move you along the beam. It just doubles you in whatever direction you go, whereas the endpoint beam moves you along the beam. Different beams do different things. Hello. What's going on in the Elite Text Lounge? Lighting in Dark Souls 2. That is what is going on there. Hey, Twitch. He's just waiting for that. He's just waiting for me to pop the window open every time. Look at all these elite people in the text lounge. They're right there. You can watch the game play back and then read elite chat while the game is playing back. It's great. Haskell is best language. Anyway, as you can see, very high quality, unparalleled good discussion happens on that channel. It's not super walled garden. It's for Twitch subs. You can see the link at the bottom. It's just a fun thing, you know. It's not too serious. It's not too serious. We actually need to up the production values. So we need a little icon here. We probably shouldn't call it Chicken Unknown's Dinner Grounds anymore. That's because it was my PUBG channel that I just converted. Maybe we should. Maybe we're going to have some sit reps on here. More channels? What channels should be on here? Announcements. What announcements? Something for links? Okay, maybe it's going to stay Chicken Unknown's Dinner Grounds. I don't know, man. Like the stream going live. Doesn't everyone get like Twitch notifications when the stream goes live? Would I have to remember to type it here, or is there like an auto situation? For discussing the different areas of game development and a show-off page for people to share their games. Okay, we could do a game share page. Let's see. How do I do this? I never do this. Okay. How do I say? I don't want to invite people. Create a channel. It's a text channel. Show. It's so stupid how you can only have lame IRC names. Like they couldn't even write their own text chat server, so they use IRC or something. Like what? Why can't I have like a regular name? Show off your games. Show off your projects here. It's a private channel. Twitch subscribers. Yeah, okay. There we go. There's now a show off your projects here channel. How does Choco Taco do it? Oh, yeah, he's stuck with the stupid channel names also. All right. That's just how it is. There is a bot that can post when you go live. I don't know. Oh, we got a Prime sub. Prime subs are scary because, I mean, if you were trying to live off a channel, because they don't automatically resub. So one day you have a lot of subs and the next day, not a lot. Because if everybody subbed at the same time. Islands of Nine, Battle Royale. Choco Taco plays Islands of Nine. Is the player count actually really low now? It didn't catch on. Choco likes to go to the helicopter and then prevent other people from getting on even when there are empty seats. Light after dark. Don't let the flame go out. Look at all these people showing off their projects on the Elite Gaming channel. There's someone on the Voice channel. I'm not going to unmute it for now, but maybe if somebody else wants to go to the Voice channel. Oh, there's people on the Voice channel. Oh, he left. Oh, look at all this activity in the Elite Lounge. Caught on for like a month. I thought Islands of Nine only just got out of early access or whatever. It's so weird because there used to be like a jungle map and now it's an ice map. I don't even know what's going on with that game. There's a fair amount of chat in the Discord here in the middle of the day, like when I'm not even here. Like people talking about tablets and whatever. Look at all the chatting. All right. It's funny, like a lot of chatting happens not during the stream. I complain about Rust a lot and Haskell and OOP. Dude, this test is still going. I got to do some stuff to speed up the tests, but I got to make them more robust to all the levels first. Are we back on Yakety Sax? That must mean we're almost over. We're getting toward the end. Damn, this test is taking a long time these days. We're going to have a large game. We might have to do like a subset of the levels test at some point if it just takes this long. Blackout coming out in a couple of hours. Did I do most of my work at home or at the office? Well, these days, I don't know. I'm a lot more productive at home. which is a bummer to say, but it's true. 25 levels failed. Uh-oh. Let's see what is new that failed. Now is when I regret reordering the other ones. Okay, so air skating, wolf boat, build platform, build wall, wolf boat, death by rover, dodging lilies. Double skip is one of the ones that I moved up. Faith cliff, lily manip, heroes 322 is one of the ones I moved. Lily manip, lily q, minimal bardstone, orange beam, skipper, river, traversal, rotating cavalry, rover square 2. Sawtooth base on the troops, slot machines. Wait, what? Let me just move the other ones. Oh, wait. Okay. So let's move all the ones that we moved. And we'll just make sure it's exactly the same. Sawtooth Bay small. And Heroes 322. And then we're going to put this side by side. Okay. Okay, this is serious business, like telling the truth. Rover square to send the troops. Send the troops to. Oh, this is just a lucky timing thing, I bet. Let's see. Oh! No, this is fine. Okay, so what's going on is we'll make sure that it's solvable, but what's going on is that he didn't used to get onto the rover because it was harder, because the rover timing was different. But now that it's easier, there's probably like an errant like it's probably an errant situation. I don't want to get pushed off. So I'm just going to play through it and make sure it works. So that would put this in the category of timing bugs again. Oh. Well, also, though, rovers should drown if they're underwater. So he's blocking the river now. He moved into the river and blocked it. So we want them to stop moving. That's a problem. Send the troops to. I don't know why it's called send the troops, but whatever. It's what Maya called it. Okay. Send the troops. Telling the truth is a difficult problem. When do we call maybe drown? Do drown. Who calls maybe drown? Well, okay. Okay, if it's a guy or a monster or a rover, so do drown would set dead on it, right? This sets dead, and I'm hoping that rovers pay attention to dead. So the question is, though, why did this stop working? All right. Let's try that. Telling the truth can be bad news. Okay, well, it made the noise and the particles and the bubbles, but it doesn't care that it's dead. All right. So to actually move the rovers, this is called actually move rovers, so where does it do the move? I guess it's in try rover consideration. Let's see. Oh, we're looping or something. Well, let's find out. Telling the truth can be bad news. Let's get rid of our old breakpoints. So, where are we? So we keep looping until what? Okay. Well, let's do this. There we go. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. So we're just filtering the dead guys out before we do anything. We may not need to do this interrupt pushes thing anymore. Anyway. So we do this. We don't even need this num squares. We do all the alive rovers. We don't need these dead checks. All right. Telling the truth can be bad news. Didn't frickin' matter. Well, actually, it hangs earlier. Dude, why am I having such a problem with this? Oh, because this set of alive rovers is going to be empty, right? Not totally convinced about that, but all right. Okay, so now when we drop that guy in there, let's make a good noise. We're going to have a rover ruined. And it's going to sound like beam projector ruined, but different. Let's mechanize. That's not very mechanized. Effect, flanger. Let's flange the hell out of this. Doesn't help when it's kind of noise. Oh. Dude. Flange doesn't do very well with noise-like noises. All right, fine. It's just a temporary sound. All right. So when does the other ruin light? Who calls that? That should be called from the drowned. Falling. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do rover. Oh. We already have a rover here. Oh, shoot. This is in... Oh, this is maybe drown. Okay. Do drown, which is in a different file for some reason. Okay. What's it called? Rover ruined. Oh, oh no, we already... We want to do a lot of these things anyway. Okay. Instead of having a ruined flag, the light, we should just use the dead flag. Whatever. We're going to change that anyway. All right. Okay, that so didn't work. Okay. Okay. We got to put this back. All right. I don't think we played that noise though. Oh, there we go. Telling the truth is a difficult problem. Why did he go another frame? That's bad. He's not... Okay, for alive rovers, when they're falling, we got to skip it. It's technically alive if it's falling, it just can't do anything. I think that's what's happening, is it doesn't drown till it is in the water. All right, seems better. Telling the truth is a difficult problem. I see. Okay. So actually, when I said it was easier to get on the thing before, that wasn't the problem. The problem was, I think what was happening is, in some intricate set of things, it was counting as not supported before, because we had no official way to kill these guys. So I think the support function was returning false, and that was preventing it from doing anything. So once it was moving underwater, that wrecked the level, but now it's like totally fine. All right, great. Difficult problem. Okay, that's all pretty good. Let's look at more of Matt's levels. Yeah, it's Goldwave. It's a very old audio editing program, and it's what I know how to use. Thank you for subscribing, folks. It's really nice. We were at 150 subs, and then I had a little bit of a time when I was streaming less, and now we're down to 116. I feel bad for anyone who makes a living streaming. It's going to be especially bad if they ever shut off Twitch Prime. That Pocket Watch stream seemed really good. I mean, I only watched it for like 15 minutes because it was time to go take a break and stuff, but it seemed like quality. So we'll just check and see if they're up again some other time. Do I think they'll ever actually shut off Twitch Prime? I don't know, but dude, it's Amazon giving free money to streamers, and it's the majority of subs. Like for my channel, let me go to my channel analytics and tell you. Okay, we have 117. Okay. It like doesn't break it down as clearly as I would like, but basically 3/4 of the subs on this channel are Twitch Prime subs, right? Now, I don't try to make a living off this channel. It's just for fun, but you know, one of these full-time streamers who's like making a living off this, if 3/4 of their subscribers are Twitch Prime and Twitch Prime ever goes away, that's a big impact. You know what I'm saying? Big impact. Amazon will just start charging more for Prime, maybe. That could be what happens. What game are we creating? We are creating a puzzle game, a turn-based puzzle game. So now every time we run the test, we're getting about 24 fails. We haven't tested again since we fixed that last one. But I want to fix one of the other problems that crept in, which is the following. Oh, actually, yeah, let's do this. Let's reduce the number of fails before we go on. I think Matt has some more bugs for us to look at, but this is my own bug. So here, actually, let's let's not even do this here. Let's do it on this test level. So if I'm here and there's a double beam, then that should let me skip a stone across barriers. So like, actually, so if I push this stone from here to the right, normally it would stop there, but because there's this beam here, it'll go. Now this will actually work, I believe. It didn't work. Hold on. This might be this normal ocean thing. It wasn't. Okay. I don't know why that stopped. Let's clear all these for posterity's sake. This is like a thing that shouldn't be set for most levels. All right. Okay, I don't know why that stopped. It shouldn't have. Like, I can't walk there. So that's weird. The thing that I was going to say is that stones don't work properly. Oh, I do know why that stopped. Yeah, okay. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what's going on. Let's change the camera angles here a little bit. Well, we'll just add an extra little something something for you so I can illustrate. So we're going to put that on a thing, and we'll put another platform up higher, and put these guys up. Okay. Oops. So like this. Okay. So you might ask, what happens to this falling stone? Well, let's set up the camera. So you might ask, what happens to the falling stone when I push it? The answer is it stops in the beam because it's a double beam. So 2 squares below it is land, right? So it essentially is hovering over that land, and you could have someone walk under it. Let's do that. Although his head will stick up into it because that's just how things look. But anyway, so this guy can walk under it and it's fine, right? And this guy could stand on it and then go in the beam. See, because it's a double beam, a floor 2 squares below him will hold him up. But if he goes far enough where the floor runs out, then he falls because there's nothing supporting him anymore. Now, the problem is we have these skipping stone puzzles that rely on you skipping things horizontally into beams like this. The problem is when he enters this beam, he is now being supported by the depths beneath the ocean, which is always 1 square. Like the ocean is always 1 square deep for puzzle solvability purposes. I don't really think I want to change that. Now, what we could say is, well, since it's a double beam, if the stone's already skipping, it's moving horizontally, and so like like it's sort of, the skipping is countering gravity, and so it shouldn't be supported. And that might fix the problem with already skipping stones. Then we have to maybe see if there's a secondary problem about stones starting to skip if the double beam is in the first square. But, you know, I was thinking about this. I was maybe bummed because, like, oh, maybe that's not consistent game mechanics and we'll have to get rid of some good puzzles. But I think we get to keep our good puzzles. So, we're going to make this work. All right. Let's make a debug build. Ghostbusters is so good. I hope you mean the original Ghostbusters. Which, by the way, I mean, I was exactly the target age when Ghostbusters came out. And I mean, I really liked it. I thought it was one of the funniest movies ever. But man, when you go back and watch it now, it's kind of a bad movie, if I'm being honest. It's kind of a bad movie. Not all the movies of that time really stand up. Still, Aliens still stand up. Aliens. Alien 2. RoboCop still mostly stands up as a really good movie. I haven't tried to watch Police Academy or Beverly Hills Cop in a long time. Those were never totally my favorite. The question is, does Airplane 2 stand up? Because if Airplane 2 is a bad movie now, I will be sad. No, Ghostbusters is hard to watch now, seriously. It's pretty rough. Airplane 1 stands up better than 2. That's too bad. Airplane 2 has William Shatner. All right, let me heat up some tea, and then we'll debug this thing. Oh, and also the question is if Planes, Trains, and Automobiles stands up. That is the question. I mean, I think the plot of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles kind of depends on it being before cell phones, which it is, but yeah. So I heard they're doing a RoboCop remake now, and they're actually going to do a good job on it. We'll see if that actually happens. Princess Bride, yeah, hopefully that stands up. Back to the Future, I never actually liked all that much. I mean, it's fine. It's good, but it was never my favorite kind of movie. Do I recommend nostalgia? Depends on what you're into. I heard they're making Bill and Ted 3, by the way, finally. Look it up if you don't believe me. Telling the truth can be bad news. Okay, we're going to have to stay up till Call of Duty comes out. That's going to have to happen. Okay. Let me... Let's start on Bardstone test. Even though it's a weird name for a test level, but hey, okay. So we're going to break in stop skipping. Where is that? Maybe stop skipping. It's right there at the top of skipping stones. Okay, so what's happening is it says, oh, it's supported. Well, by what? Well, yeah. So we're going to have to go back into our support routine and edit it. But all right. So let's, oh God. Why are there two maybe stop skippings? What are you talking about? Oh, LLVM. How should I know which one it is? Well, I guess we could look at the address. It's fine. We have to make this return false. We'll put a special variable in there called ignore ocean support. Ocean bed support. I don't know what to call it. Okay, that's just what we're going to be. And we're going to go is supported. So we actually have to, this is a wrapper routine, so okay. So let me make a note of that. I don't want to change it yet. This used to be a thing that disambiguated, if you saw earlier in the stream, when we got stuff from two different positions into here, but we don't do that now. So we should need to check that. Okay. So I don't know, something like that. There we go. Except, why didn't it stop over there? We screwed up. Let's put more squares over there so it'll be even more hurtful that it didn't stop. Let's just take some of these. It's going to go right over all of these. Watch. Yep. Okay. So okay, we'll do this. Okay. Telling the truth can be bad news. There we go. That is what we want to see. Right? Let's make it even more special. How's that? Now the question is, what happens if the beam is first? Does it work? Nope. So we have to fix that. Are we getting some sit reps tomorrow? We might get some sit reps tonight. Once it gets past midnight. Or however. Let's look. Oh, there's the time zone. I don't understand. Like, it is not midnight Eastern time. Oh, I see. So we get it at 9 p.m. Pacific. So 2 hours. We get some sit reps in 2 hours. Oh, 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I just couldn't read the thing with the little text. It seems to say not 10. Maybe just the text is wrong. Anyway, we have a couple hours to fix this problem. It's 2200. Is that what that says? I don't see twos. It looks like 0000. Someone wants to explain how those are twos. Okay. So here, we're having that same issue, but we haven't started skipping yet. So for maybe start skipping, if that's how it's set up, start skipping. I don't think that'll fix it by itself. We'll see. Oh, it did. Great. So then we have 2 of these, right? And then we'll put this one over there. Yeah. Now my question is, what happens if we put one of these here? There. I hope that doesn't skip. Nope. Guess what, people? Telling the truth can be good news. So now let's go to an actual level that was broken. This is one of my levels. We'll test it. And we succeed. So we're going to compile a release build. If this is fixed, we should get fewer than 24 fails now. We should be down to 21 or maybe even 20. If that's true, then everything else we do tonight is gravy, because we will have achieved amazing things. They're making The Little Mermaid? Ugh. All right. All right. Well, any questions about what's going on while I do this? That one we're going to have to maybe figure out, because that didn't used to fail. Yeah, we're already getting fewer fails. This is so good. Look at that. We're succeeding in life. Okay, we failed in life there, but we mostly succeeded in life. Try the skipping in slow motion. Looks like it jumps over some tiles. Yes, that's what the orange beam is for. It jumps over tiles. That is the whole point. That is completely intentional. Yes, these are test case recordings of playing through each level. Do I have a total count of how many separate mechanics? No, I don't know. We're not really adding mechanics. Like we added them all a long time ago. It's just a matter, or we might add 1 or 2 more, but it's really a matter of making them work well together. That's like what's exciting about the game, is the intercombination of all these different concepts. Anyway, how did I construct the test movements? Well, I turn on a variable that says I'm recording, and then I solve the level in a human way, and then I say save that. But what do the beams do? It depends on the different colors. If you want to know, you can download the game Promised by Sean Barrett. Let me link a thing in the chat. You can play this game. Now, it has a tremendously lower production value than the version that we're working on. But that'll give you the idea how these things work. These are not AI solved, no. They are human typed in. I'm getting hungry. I might have to order some food from the food people. What song are we on? Still. Wow, we've got a while to go. Black cabbage. Yeah. Do 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 do. Oh, I got a package downstairs.
Telling the truth can be bad news. Telling the truth can be bad news. Telling the truth can be telling the truth can be good news. Telling the truth is a bad idea. Telling the truth is a difficult problem. Telling the truth is a scary. Telling the truth is a scary predicament. Telling the truth is a bitter herb. Telling the truth is a dangerous tunnel. When you get out of that tunnel, it's a bitter herb. Life ahead. Forget herb. I never heard of a hit that had the word herb in it. Telling the truth is a dangerous. Dangerous. Telling the truth can be dangerous. What? Danger. Telling the truth can be dangerous. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Why?
Why?
Why? Telling the truth can be dangerous
Business.
because if yourself, you don't know why. Huh? Well, I'm just getting in with the ideas. Telling the truth can be dangerous business. If you don't know yourself, then you don't know why. Oh, is that brilliant? Telling the truth can be dangerous business. Honest and popular don't go hand in hand. If you
Admit that you can play the accordion. No one will hire you in a rock and roll band.
but we
Yeah, we need more songs in the rotation. The time has come when we need more songs. We're getting toward the end, though. Can you not make the test run faster? Well, the things that take most of the time right now are logic problems that are not totally trivial to change. I mean, we might be able to do it in 5 or 10 minutes, but the thing is then they're related to some of the stuff that doesn't work that well anyway, the timed items. And like, I don't want to do weird stuff there until we figured out the timed item situation and made it more robust. Like, once we have 100% of levels passing tests, we can go look at that, I think. We would like it to go faster. Sort of see how the little dragons don't move squares that often there, for example. It's like it's waiting to count the timer down when really we should just go right ahead to the next thing, I think. So we're just waiting. We're almost done. Got about 6 more levels to go. All right. 20. We're down to 20 fails. That's good. That is good. Let's put that in our fails.txt. So now we have Heroes 322, which fails for one reason. And then these all fail for unknown reasons, but which I think are almost completely timing, except actually air skating I'm not sure about. Minimal bardstone, I don't remember what that is. What's orange beam skipper? This should work. We'll check this in. Let's look at minimal bardstone. I sort of feel like all of these should work. Except that minimal bardstone is well, okay, we'll see. I don't believe that any of these should fail for timing reasons. What is rotating cavalry? Oh, yeah. Dude, this level looks rough. Let's see if I can even do it. I was a little late. Once you're like not ready, the timing is rough. Okay, bro. It's actually Maya who made it, so it's not bro, but whatever. All right, and then I wasn't fast enough. I left too late. Okay, so now I have to be in the beam. Yeah, there we go. Telling the truth can be good news. Okay. So that was good. Let's check in these changes and then we'll look at a few more of these levels. And it's all just gravy. It's all just gravy. Okay, so air skating. Why is that failing? Okay, so whoops. Wait. Oh, right. She is standing on that one. But that's okay. Oh, because it's not double beamed. Okay, so now she's standing on the dude. And then this guy turns off. So it may just be that, oops. It may just be that the solution that I recorded is wrong to that one. It may also be, like, we don't seem to record undos under all the conditions when we need to. That's also weird. Let me try recording this. So we're going to record, go there, go there, go there, push, go, push, go, push, go, push, and then go, and then knock that, and then go, and then go. All right. Telling the truth could be good news. Yeah, it might just be that there was some finicky orange beam behavior that we depended on that made that fail. Although that said, let me make sure the undo seems reasonable. That's a thing that we have on the list. Well, all right, well, that's one less fail, I think. We'll see what happens. If anything makes that weird. I should have actually... Let's play back the old... I bet I died and did an undo or something. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Air skating. I'm going to copy mine, and we're going to revert this to the one that was in source control. And we're just going to see, like that guy falls into the drink at some point, which doesn't make sense. That seems like a bug. Wait, what? That's just like a playback rate problem then. Like, this is the old one that we're playing back, right? How did that guy get out there in... The guy's drowning out there, but I undo. This is very weird. How's he getting out there? Okay, here's, okay. When the timing is fast enough, well, I don't exactly know. Okay, I'm gonna file the new one because it's shorter and cleaner, and we want our tests to run faster. But there's some kind of timing problem in there, and we know that we have timing problems. Let's see. Maybe this is similar. I don't know. Wait. Is that also a timing problem? Because I think that stone... The stone is going before the guy goes. Let's try this. Let's solve it. Record. Turn this on. I don't remember. See that? Oh, I did an undo and it went back two things like that. What? That's a thing that we need to fix generally. Undo is very often missing the last thing that happened. So how do I solve this? Well, I go there. My guy goes there. pushes that. I feel like this level is supposed to be simpler, but okay. So we go there and then oh no, okay. Well, we can do this. Well, this whole level is much simpler than I thought it was. And then this guy goes. We're going to have to change it a little bit anyway, because okay. That's not how it's supposed to go. But, you know, it's very useful to, like, you're supposed to have to get the stone onto the right-hand side of the island. But you know what? It's very useful to come back and do levels that you haven't done in a while. I'm going to move this to draft. So level sets. I don't remember where it is. Minimal bardstone. That one goes back into draft. Minimal bardstone is beatable by pushing the shipping stone onto the warrior's side first, eliminating any interest in the bard's top of map area. So when things are exploitable like that, we just move them sometimes. Let's check that in. Demote minimal bardstone to drafts, which also means it won't get tested as much or at all until we re-promote it. Okay. Orange beam skipper. The hell is that? Oh, that's this one. Wait. I did the wrong thing. That's supposed to be orange beam skipper. Playable. Okay. What's minimal bardstone? Oh, this one. Well. Oh. I feel like what messed this one up is the whole thing about, remember when I changed the square that something transits, for stuff like rocks, it was only at the end of their movement, and now it's in the middle, and that means that there's a new timing element when the bard could move it or not differently. So let me just try to remember how to solve this before I record. Is this wrapping? No. Okay. All right. How do I do this? Like, as soon as I do that, I've lost it, but okay. So we can do this. Okay. So I've got one in the hole. Push the other one across. Whoops. Wait. So once I'm here, I can't really make this right. I can't really make that one. So I need to come here. Block that one. All right. Wait, I feel like I can do that with one stone. Hold on. If I can do this with one stone, it'll be better to do it with just one stone. Oh no, because you need the second one to block. So if I just ditch this one. Oh no, right, okay. You do need the second one. All right, so let's refresh our memory then. So for the second one, we can do this. And then block it. And then we do that. It's a little hard. All right, let's record this. Okay, let's try that at faster speeds. Let's try it at slower speeds. Yeah, so really it's just that we changed the logic, probably. Yeah, we changed the order in which transitions happen, so. Okay. So, now let's do, well, let's go look at some of Matt's levels again. So this one we fixed. This one, I'm not sure. Let me look for his email. Wrap through test. Oh, this is a wrapping map, I think. All right, so, wait. Yeah, it's a wrapping map. And we can't go. That breaks promised as well. It's not good. Gonna have to fix that. Oh, because it's the bard. If this is a different character, this works. It's this annoying thing about the bard having a separate path. So if it's like the warrior, I bet he could do it. Nope. Not even. Okay, well now we have both to check. Why'd that fall in the water? Oh my God. Oh, Matt. Matt. Okay, the reason this doesn't work is because these have got to be here. Okay, problem solved. This is not good, however. Here, the water should meet itself, and it doesn't. Rivers don't divert to the right yet if it's the edge of a wrapping level. Oh! Well, there's two problems. So the river should continue here. It should continue propagating, and it doesn't. But also, they're supposed to prefer to the right and not to the left. And the wrapping is to the right. There's no surprise. The game that this was sourced from didn't have wrapping, so we weren't thinking about wrapping enough. Telling the truth can be good news. Okay, so we've got to do this flow updater stuff. Oh shoot, what level was that? River wrap divert test. So let's make sure we start there. Dude, I got to order some food. If we're going to be sit repping tonight, we're going to need food stat. So, let me do some Uber Eats here. Why did Uber Eats like unregister me? What's going on? How is it not finding my location? It like Uber Eats totally. Map. I just want food. All right. Uber Eats. Come on. 18. Okay. Do that. And we gonna order some frickin' fish. Ooh, there's a new one. Let's try it. Brown rice. Sesame oil tuna. Oh, yeah. This place, I don't know if it's going to be good. They don't have that many different fishes. Choice of sauce. Add that to the cart. Beverages. Dude, this must just be like a food truck or something. They got nothing. They got nothing. All right. Sorry, that took a while. Took longer than I wanted. You got to get Moe's? What is Moe's? All right. So, flow updater. So we just have to do this. It's goofy. Like I should maybe have wrapping in update physical position or something, but hopefully we have manager. Yeah. All right. So that's for an erasing flow, and this is for a creating flow. Okay. So now you've got this thing. That's kind of funny. It's like stuck in the rapids now. Okay. So that's good. However, we're supposed to divert to the right. Okay. So, divert incoming flows. So, we maybe divert. For any given direction, we tried diverting. It's a weird rule that's part of the original game. So maybe divert. It says neighbor pause. That's all. Whoops. Telling the truth can be bad news. There we go. Now it diverts. It takes that little lily pad a while to get there, but... Ah! Dude! Right. This is cute. There's only one exit on this level, so I don't think it's done. What's a fast food chain you enjoy? I don't really like fast food chains for the most part. Once in a while, as a guilty pleasure, if I'm flying places, I'll get Wendy's food, but it's not because it's good. I remember back when Wendy's was actually better than it is. It used to be kind of like one step above, you know, Burger King kinds of things. It's really not anymore, but I just remember the fond days. All right. So, telling the truth can be bad news.